What's up, it's G, your coach, your motivator, your impact storyteller. This is inGENEious Motivation, and I'm here to help you to believe that you're worthy to be great. Jim Rohn said that when the end comes for you, make sure that it finds you conquering a new mountain instead of sliding down an old. In other words, when a chapter closes in your life, instead of spending your life focusing on that chapter that closed, instead open up a new chapter by conquering something else. When I was a kid, I used to love reading these slam magazines that was about NBA basketball players. And the reason I used to read these magazines is because I want to understand how did these guys become professional basketball players, because that was my dream. And I remember reading about Kobe Bryant. What made him so good is I discovered that he got up early in the morning and worked on his basketball skills, because he knew that most players would not get up at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. So he took advantage of that. And when I read that, I became extremely excited. So I decided that I would start working on my basketball skills early in the morning too. Now, the difference between Kobe and I is that I did not have the gift or the size that Kobe Bryant had to become an NBA player. But by studying his work ethic, it allowed me to get through college. By studying his work ethic, it allowed me to become the best basketball player that I could be. But I realized that basketball was not in the cards for me in life. But what I loved about Kobe is that when the chapter of his NBA career closed in his life, instead of him focusing on basketball, he decided to pivot over into storytelling. Now, Kobe Bryant has a podcast on storytelling that many of y'all don't know of. I can't think of the name of it. It's called The Goonies or something. I can't think of it. But if you go and listen to that podcast, it is a podcast that is designed to teach life lessons through storytelling. You see, he decided not to focus on the chapter that closed in his life. Instead, he decided to conquer a new mountain. But not only that, he also decided to start the Mamba Sports Academy that is designed to help teens develop basketball skills as well as other NBA players. And I'm sure many of you all know now the tragedy that happened this past Sunday. You see, Kobe Bryant was in a helicopter with his daughter and other people, other victims, and the helicopter crashed, and that ended his daughter, and the other victims' life. And even though this is such a tragedy, one thing I can say about Kobe is that when the end came for him, it found him conquering a new mountain instead of sliding down an old. And we'll all have to face our end one day, but we all have to ask ourselves this question, that when our end comes, when the end finds us conquering a new mountain in our life, or will we be sliding down an old? So I want to encourage you, whatever dream that you have, whatever goals that you have, I want to encourage you to go after those dreams. Don't focus on the old mountains in your life. Focusing on conquering new mountains, because as we know, as Kobe Bryant dying at 41 years old, as his daughter dying at 13 years old, and those other passengers, they did not know when the end would come, and neither would any of us. So I want to encourage you to go after the dreams that's inside of you. Go after conquering new mountains in your life, because when the end comes for you, you want to make sure that it finds you conquering a new mountain instead of sliding down an old. I want to send my condolences to Kobe, family, and those victims' families out there that lost their lives in a helicopter crash. It was definitely a tragedy. I never expected that. I'm still in disbelief. But the one thing that I can take from this is that Kobe knew he was worthy to be great. Kobe had a worthy mindset. Kobe went after his dreams. And even though his dream of basketball was finally over, he had conquered the game of basketball. When the end came for him, he was not sliding down an old mountain. Instead, he was conquering a new one. So I want to encourage all you out there, build your own legacy. That's what I'm doing. I have the gift of speaking. I'm going to keep working at this. I'm going to keep sliding up. I'm not sliding down an old mountain or playing basketball. Instead, I'm conquering a new mountain of being a speaker. And whatever it is that you want to conquer in your life, I want to encourage you to do the same. So always remember that you are worthy to be great. But in order for you to develop a worthy mindset, you must make up your mind that when the end comes for you, it will find you conquering a new mountain instead of sliding down an old. Peace.